You've seen this video. You've heard the official story. A prominent voice, silenced. A lone gunman, apprehended. The media has their headline. The authorities have their scapegoat. Case closed. But the shot you just heard wasn't the beginning of the story. It was the end. It was the punctuation mark on a secret war that Charlie Kirk was losing. The question isn't who pulled the trigger. The real question, the one they are desperately trying to stop you from asking, is what pulled the string? Because what the files don't tell you is that Kirk knew he was a target. And in his final days, he was trying to warn us about something he had uncovered. A program so secret, so powerful, its name sounds like something from a nightmare. He called it Project Chimera. By the end of this broadcast, you will understand that this wasn't an assassination. It was a demonstration. The official story centers on this man, a disgruntled student with a history of radical posts, a perfect patsy. They paint him as a political extremist, but the evidence just isn't there. But 3 days before the Utah event, Kirk sent a text to his head of security. It was a single sentence. The message read, "Chimera is real. They're watching. If anything happens, check the servers." So, what is Project Chimera? Our source, a former data analyst who has gone into hiding, claims it's a black-budget intelligence program. Its purpose? To use predictive algorithms to monitor and neutralize future threats to the established order. Not terrorists, not foreign agents, influencers, thinkers, voices that could one day shift public opinion. Kirk, with his massive youth following, was a prime target. He believed the program was being beta tested on college campuses, using network data to flag individuals with high virality potential. He thought it was about censorship. He was wrong. It was about something far worse. For weeks, we assumed the threat came from a rival political faction. The classic story. But then, we received this. This is the Intersect Analytics Group, a private intelligence contractor. Publicly, they do data analysis for corporations. Privately, they are one of the primary architects of Project Chimera. Now look at this. This is the shooter meeting his handler. And who is the handler? The software got a 92% match. This was never about politics. This was a corporate execution, sanctioned by a hidden power. Kirk wasn't taken out by an enemy he could see, but by an algorithm he had discovered. This brings us to the final, terrifying piece of the puzzle. The why. Why kill him so publicly? Why not a car accident? A quiet disappearance? Because Kirk's death wasn't just a silencing, it was an advertisement. In a document fragment recovered from the servers Kirk mentioned, the objective is stated in cold corporate language. Phase 2, live demonstration. Objective, to prove the system's efficacy in a high-visibility, high-consequence environment. Target must be neutralized publicly to validate predictive modeling and serve as a deterrent to other flagged assets. They didn't kill Charlie Kirk to stop him from talking about Project Chimera. They killed him to prove that it works. His public execution was the final field test of a system designed to eliminate anyone who becomes too influential, too unpredictable. He wasn't a victim, he was a data point. A successful trial run for a weapon that will shape the next century of control. The official story is a firewall designed to stop us from seeing the truth, that a silent system is already in place, and it has already proven it can kill with impunity. The files on Intersect Analytics are sealed. The shooter will take a plea deal and disappear. It's up to us now. The system leaves footprints, anomalies, data trails. Look for patterns in the silencing of other influential voices. Search the archives for the name Chimera or Intersect Analytics. What have you seen? What have you found? They are watching us, but they don't know that we are now watching them. Share your findings below. The investigation has just begun.